we have the cosine of theta equals negative square root of 3 times the sine of theta. We don't have any quadratics, so we can't use our Pythagorean identities here. So I hope that you can see that we are going to have a tangent of theta, because we can divide both sides by a cosine of theta, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to divide both sides by cosine of theta. So I have cosine of theta equals negative square root of 3 times the sine of theta. That's going to put us in a position to have one trig identity, or one trig function rather. Cosine of theta over cosine of theta is 1, is equal to negative 3 times the tangent of theta. I'm going to divide both sides by negative square root of 3. And we have tangent of theta equals negative 1 over the square root of 3. Now tangent's going to be negative in quadrants 2 and 4. And it's going to be y over x. So we'll have this ordered pair right here, which is a pi over 6 ordered pair, right? Regardless of the sign of either one. We know it's a pi over 6 angle. The pi over 6 in quadrant 2 is 5 pi over 6, and the pi over 6 in quadrant 4 is 11 pi over 6. So theta is going to equal 5 pi over 6 and 11 pi over 6. So think about perhaps doing the same thing with this next problem. You may need to consolidate some terms before you start dividing them. So here we were able to go strictly into dividing because we had one term on the left and one term on the right. See if you can't consolidate, combine like terms, and get to that position as well. Okay, if you're going to follow along with me, keep watching. If you are doing this on your own, hopefully you've pressed pause. You're now coming back to see how we do this. I add 2 cosine of theta to both sides, and when I do that, they both cancel out, which gives us negative square root of 3 times cosine of theta equals sine of theta. And now we can divide both sides by cosine of theta. We get negative square root of 3 equals the tangent of theta. Similar situation, but this time the ordered pair is not pi over 6, it's pi over 3. Still, we have quadrants 2 and 4 for our negative ratio for tangent. So we have the pi over 3 angle in quadrant 2 is 2 pi over 3, and the pi over 3 angle in quadrant 4 is 5 pi over 3.